Hello everyone, it's Elizabeth. In this video, I'm going to be swatching the new Olive and June fall collection for 2023 called the Layer Up collection. It has been a really long time since I have done a full real swatch and review video, so I'm super excited to do this and show you guys these really pretty shades. This first shade is called It's Chilly, and this is such a gorgeous light neutral shade, kind of leaning a bit pink. And guys, I do apologize for my application in this video. It has been quite a while since I did a swatch video, so bear with me. I also had a lot of caffeine today, so I'm a little shaky, but this polish is applying like a dream. Honestly, the Olive and June brush is probably my very favorite brush because I just think it's tapered so beautifully and so easy to paint your nails with. So there's one coat of It's Chilly. And here's the second coat of It's Chilly. And I think this one does build up to pretty much full opacity in 2 coats. I do see where you might need 3 if you're being super picky, but I don't think that I'm being super picky today. I think it's a gorgeous cream shade, covers the nail really well, and I actually have this one on my toes right now, and I think it's a really perfect transition shade from summer to fall. This next shade is called Can I Borrow a Sweater? And this is a really pretty jelly mauve shade. This is my total first impression because unlike the last polish, I haven't tried this one yet, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I think this jelly formula is fantastic, and I can see where it's just a really pretty, like barely there shade. Here's the second coat. And this one builds up in color really nicely. I don't think I'll do a third coat because I do think it could be built to full opacity, but I don't really think this shade is meant for that. I think it's supposed to be like a Your Nails But Better shade. And honestly, I really like this one. I was not sure what to expect, but I'm really pleasantly surprised. I can definitely see myself wearing this one this fall. Next up is Shackit, and I love a good Shackit in the fall. I actually just bought a Shackit, this exact color from TJ Maxx yesterday. I'm super excited about this shade. It covers so well. I think this is truly like fall in a bottle kind of a shade. It's so pretty. It has just hints of warmth. Reminds me of a nice warm cup of coffee or a chai latte. I really like it. It applies like a dream if I was painting my nails properly, but this is such a pretty shade. Here are 2 coats of Shackit, and this one definitely builds up to full opacity in 2 coats. A perfect cream shade for the fall. And I don't know about you guys, but fall is my favorite season, and I just get excited every time it hits September because I just love when the leaves change. I love all the pumpkin spice drinks at Starbucks, and it just makes me really happy, and I love football, so what more could you ask for? And there are 2 coats of Shackit. Absolutely gorgeous. Here is Favorite Beanie, and this is a really pretty grayish blue polish. This very much reminds me of the color of the sky on a fall evening. Just a really, really perfect blue for fall. This one covers really well, applies very easily, just a tad streaky on that first coat, but I think it self-levels really nicely. So there's the first coat. And here's the second coat of Favorite Beanie. Perfectly opaque in 2 coats. I can definitely see myself wearing this one this fall. I think it complements my skin tone really nicely as well. And honestly, I know I probably have polishes similar to this one, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any color that really perfectly compares to this shade, so I do think it's unique in my collection. Alright, so this next one is called Sparkle Shawl, and this is a super fun sparkly confetti topper, and I'm going to top this one over Favorite Beanie because I love the kind of like bluish green shimmer in here. And I think it'll complement really nicely with that shade. So here is Sparkle Shawl over Favorite Beanie. And like with any topper like this, there's kind of some playing around you need to do to get the confetti kind of where you want it. So overall, I mean, ease of application isn't horrible. It just depends on how picky you want to be. But that's a really fun, unique topper. I honestly didn't know how I would like this, but I actually really like it. This might be my mani for this week at work. This is so fun. I really didn't think I was gonna like it, and I really do. And again, you can just kind of play around with where you want to put the little confetti glitters. You could always do 2 coats if you wanted, but overall, super easy to apply. I think this polish is packed with enough glitter that just kind of one swipe would do the trick, but for me and for the swatch pictures I'm gonna put a little bit more on, but super duper fun, gorgeous, and I think it looks really nice over Favorite Beanie. I think this was a good polish to choose to try it over. I mean, look at how fun this is. I'm obsessed. Okay. This shade is called First PSL, and this is a super unique fiery orange pumpkin-y shade with some reddish pink shifting shimmer. I have never seen a polish like this. I've never owned a polish like this, and I am freaking obsessed. It is so pretty. Definitely sheer on that first coat. Probably need 3 to build it up to total opacity. But I mean, look at how pretty that is. Tell me you don't want a pumpkin spice latte after looking at this. Here's the second coat of First PSL. And really with that second coat, that shimmer comes through even more. I think I will just stick with 2 coats for now, but I definitely see where a third coat could build up that opacity. I think something fun too, you could always kind of play around with layering your polishes, maybe put an orange or red shade underneath and then do 2 coats of this on top. That could be really fun. The possibilities are endless with polishes like this, but holy cow, this is gorgeous. I love it. I need to go get a pumpkin coffee. Last but not least is Luxe Loafer. And this is a super dark, pretty, reddish fuchsia shade. Super gorgeous for fall. I love polishes like this for fall. They make me so excited for the cooler weather and wearing sweaters. The only problem I have with the shades like this is sometimes they can be a little bit streaky and can't really build them up to the color I see in the bottle. But I will say this one is applying really nicely, so I don't think I'll have an issue with that. Here's a second coat of Luxe Loafer. So this one definitely builds in 2 coats, but I don't know if you can see where there's just some areas on my nail that just aren't, I don't know how to explain it. Like they just aren't fully covered with all the colors. So I think I will do a third coat on this one. I don't think you'd have to if you weren't being super, super picky, but I just think for pictures it won't come out that well if I don't do a third coat. Really pretty color, but this is just the struggle I have with polishes like this. So there is the second coat, and I will do a third. Okay, here is the third and final coat of Luxe Loafer, and as you can see, well hopefully you can see, it just covers so much better. You really get that full color with 3 coats. But this one applies like a dream. It dries super fast, so you won't be waiting forever in between coats if you really want to get this one to be its full color and you want to do 3 coats. You won't be waiting a super long time. So there are 3 coats. And that is it for my swatch and review of the Olive and June fall collection for 2023. I honestly really love all of these shades. I think if I had to pick like favorite Beanie and what was this one called? Shackit. I think these 2 are probably my favorite, and I actually really love the glitter one called Sparkle Shawl. So let me know what you guys think of this collection in the comments below, and hopefully I'll be back to posting regular content, and I'm really excited to be back. I missed doing this. I really, really did. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!